Oh, were I like a feathered dove, an innocence and wings, I'd fly and make a long remove from all these restless things. I fly and make a long remove from all these restless things. Let me to some wild desert go and find a peaceful home where storms of valleys never blow, temptations never come. Where storms of valleys never blow, temptations never come. By morning light I'll seek His face, at noon repeat my cry. The night shall hear me ask His grace, nor will He long deny. The night shall hear me ask His grace, nor will He long deny. God shall preserve my soul from fear, sure shield me when afraid. 10,000 angels must appear if He command their aid. 10,000 angels must appear if He.
Father Burrows, Dean Murray, Dean Royden, Father Maskowitz, Elena, faculty and staff colleagues, parents and mentors, and above all, new members of the Holy Cross class of 2024. It is my privilege as Provost and Dean of the College to welcome you to this afternoon's first-year student convocation. You may be wondering what a convocation is. It is a calling together of a community, a gathering to mark a particularly important moment or event. This, the first-year student convocation, is a gathering to mark a particularly important event for you and a particularly important moment for the college. For you, this is the start of your Holy Cross career. It is the moment when we officially welcome you to our community. We welcome you to our community of scholars, a community that will challenge you intellectually. We welcome you to our community of students, a community that will support your growth as leaders. And we welcome you to our community of faith, a community that will sustain your spiritual growth. Of course, all these communities are one community. Indeed, just as each of you is a whole person, a person of intellect, faith, and commitment. For the college, it is a moment of renewal and rebirth. It is the start of a new year and the creation of a new Holy Cross, a Holy Cross that will be strengthened by your presence, a Holy Cross that you will help us to grow and nurture. You may also wonder why we chose to hold this convocation, this calling together, at this time, a time when we cannot gather together in one place. This is certainly not the way any of us would have chosen for you to start your Holy Cross career. But even though we cannot gather together in person, we are still community, a community that welcomes you, and a community that needs each of you, your energy and curiosity, your intelligence and perseverance. We need you if we are to become the community we are called to be. So today we issue an invitation to you, an invitation to pledge yourself to join our community and to help our community to grow. A community committed to a passion for learning and the pursuit of truth in each and every discipline. A community committed to the personal, spiritual, and intellectual development of each individual, so each one of us can come to know who we are and to become who we are called to be. A community committed to justice, to engagement with the world, and to solidarity with the poor and powerless. We ask you to commit yourself to be learners, to strive to grow spiritually, and to build a community of justice and respect at Holy Cross and beyond the gates of Mount St. James. And we, the president, deans, chaplains, faculty, staff, and student leaders, in turn commit ourselves to support you, to mentor you, and to assist you in fulfilling your pledge. And we look forward to the days ahead when we will have opportunities to gather together to celebrate many more important moments for you and for the college. As we begin, I invite you to join me as we all learn more about you, members of the class of 2024.
As a Jesuit liberal arts college, we are committed to the search for meaning and value in all human experience. To enhance this search, each of us is encouraged to contemplate the questions: who am I? Who do I want to become? Who shall I be for others?
So let us begin this convocation by finding out more about who we are as a class.
Home is in 33 states and 10 countries. Members of our class are from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, China, Germany, Ireland, Ivory Coast, Norway, and Zimbabwe.
Many of us have long-standing family connections to Holy Cross. 1 out of 10 students here has a parent who attended Holy Cross. But even more of us do our families proud by being the first in the family to go to college.
Our diversity is a strength. 1 in 11 of us comes from a home where more than one language is spoken. We speak Albanian, American Sign Language, Arabic, Cantonese, French, German, Greek, Haitian Creole, Italian, Khmer, Mandarin, Nepali, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Swedish, Tagalog, Ukrainian, and Vietnamese.
We identify as Black, White, Asian, Pacific Islander, Latino, Native American, multiracial, LGBTQ, and straight. We are immigrants and native born.
We are Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, Buddhist, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, and agnostic.
Our identities are multi-layered. One of us has spoken of the significance of having a sibling with disabilities, while another has written about overcoming the stigma associated with their own disability.
Many of us have taken leadership to build bridges between races, faiths, and community, and want to see our country do that much better.
We volunteer in our community. Many students have served meals to the marginalized at local shelters, and some have even worked on legislation to help improve the lives of families without financial means.
Many have learned from doing service work, including in Appalachia, the Dominican Republic, Tanzania, New York City, and here in Worcester.
Others volunteer at hospitals such as Newton Wellesley Hospital, Evanston Hospital, and Hartford Hospital.
We've worked with the United Way, Habitat for Humanity, Boys and Girls Clubs, Best Buddies, Special Olympics, and the Nativity School of Boston as summer camp counselors, tutors, and mentors. Several students love making late-night runs to feed the homeless population near their school, while others have started their own nonprofit organizations to address childhood hunger in their own community.
We are open to working hard in and out of the classroom. One student spent multiple summers working in a lab on vaccines. Another student has shared their musical talent in performances around the world. Yet another describes a deep passion for architecture, while another advocates for fixing the fast fashion industry.
Many are passionate about making the world a better place. We want to be doctors, dentists, orthopedic surgeons, pediatric oncologists, anesthesiologists, attorneys, business leaders, researchers, writers, computer scientists, religious leaders, naval officers, politicians, teachers, veterinarians, or have no idea yet what we want to be.
We are proud of our gifts at computer coding, letterboxing, piano, interpretive dance, and consolers of others in need. We've ventured underwater as scuba divers and to the air to learn to pilot a plane. One of us is even a member of the Seagirt Beach Patrol.
Many of us are athletes. We are all Americans and state champions by the dozen. We are triathletes, gymnasts, golfers, figure skaters, football, and field hockey players, among other sports.
Others of us are not ashamed to admit we've never made it past JV.
Many of us are passionate about the arts. We dance ballet, are photographers, actors, painters, potters, musical theater performers, and singers. One of us was the principal alto saxophonist in the 2019 high school all-national concert band, and another is an avid writer who has created a deities database of over 4,000 entries of ancient gods and their characteristics for comparison and discussion.
We are not strangers to challenges in our lives. We live with life-threatening allergies, eating disorders, cancer, depression, diabetes, and learning disabilities.
Our families are important to us. We are adopted and have adopted and fostered siblings and are being raised by grandparents. But we also have struggled with losing parents, family members, and close friends, with drug addiction in our families and adapting to family members' illness and disabilities.
We have indicated that we bring hope, determination, can-do spirit, concern for others, and resolve to work hard together to shape a future of social and economic equality.
We have more to learn about one another and look forward to doing that with you.
As three of your peers, we are excited to learn more about the talents and gifts your class brings and are eager to see who you will become over these next 4 years and throughout the rest of your lives.
Welcome, class of 2024.
Let us pray. God of love, you are with us in every transition and change. As the class of 2024 enters into this new era with excitement and perhaps even some anxiety, we recall your deep compassion, your presence, and your abounding love. We thank you for the gifts, talents, and skills with which you have blessed this new class. We thank you for the experiences and the people that have brought each one of them to this moment. We thank you for the work of others that will give breadth and depth to their studies. Continue to be with us all as we move forward into the semester, rejoicing with you and supporting one another in our Holy Cross community. And we ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Members of the class of 2024, we have gathered virtually to celebrate the beginning of your academic life at the College of the Holy Cross. Who could have imagined months ago, as you were applying to the college, that our academic year would begin online and that members of your class would be participating from their homes across the United States and across the world? We've had to alter many of our expectations over the past 6 months, and I'm sure that the months ahead will be marked by even more accommodations to the pandemic. But I want you to know that the students, faculty, staff, and alumni at the College of the Holy Cross are a resilient and creative crowd, and have no doubt we will get through this together. Our life this year will be challenging and has many surprising moments where we will learn a great deal about ourselves individually and collectively. And I suspect that we will be filled with wonder and awe when over time we see who we have become together. Over the course of the next 4 years, you will find your academic journey filled with provocative questions, dedicated study, the selection of a major, fascinating research and writing, imaginative internships, and possibly study abroad. Hopefully, in this time, you will discover new gifts and talents and find your distinct way of engaging our world. You will join clubs, commit to service, make new friends, and find multiple ways of seeing life and its possibilities. You will be challenged here, you will have your ups and downs, and you won't always know success. How you savor your achievements and manage your struggles are a necessary part of maturation. And the values that you embody, the loyalty you demonstrate, the causes you promote, and the authenticity you manifest will define your character. Hopefully, you will also grow spiritually as you come to know God in new ways and approach life with discerning wisdom. I am confident that you will find your place here, your way of making a difference and contributing to the common good. Named after the Catholic Cathedral in Boston, the College of the Holy Cross was founded in 1843 and is sponsored by the Society of Jesus, or the Jesuits. The Jesuits are an international order of Catholic priests and brothers who globally sponsor universities, high schools, parishes, social justice centers, a refugee service, and we serve in a wide variety of other works and settings. Our ministries are grounded in a religious tradition that we hope reflects Jesus' unconditional love for the human family in all its diversity and for our world in all its complexity. At Holy Cross, you will hear a lot of terms such as women and men, for and with others, the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius, prayer and discernment, and many more which will become familiar to you in time and we hope meaningful in their application. Today, we Jesuits and our colleagues are committed to the service of faith and the promotion of justice, interreligious understanding and dialogue, care for our earth, our common home, a recognition of universal human rights, and a holistic education which integrates the mind, body, spirit, and community. In addition to spiritual and religious growth, rigorous academics unite with personal development and social responsibility as we are committed to the transformation of our world. Clearly, what we believe and how we live will be put to the test in this time when the pandemic, a recession, anti-racism, and a national election contextualize the semester ahead. The college's mission statement asks us to join in dialogue about basic human questions, to find meaning in life and history, to recognize our obligations to one another, and to acknowledge our special responsibility to the poor and the powerless. As we study and learn together, it calls us to be, and I quote, open to new ideas, to be patient with ambiguity and uncertainty, and to combine a passion for truth with a respect for the views of others, end of quote. And in all that lies ahead here, you will be challenged often to ask yourselves, who am I called to be, and what are we called to do as we face the major issues of our time? As you begin your first year at Holy Cross, I would encourage you to pace yourself. Academic work here will be much more demanding than in high school, and it takes some time to get adjusted to the expectations. Here, grades have to be earned, and you can't get by on natural talent alone. I hope that in addition to your classes, you will join one or two clubs or groups so that you can make friends and have some interesting outlets. Second, as you get adjusted to the academic expectations here, be sure to take advantage of office hours to get to know your professors. They expect you to sign up to see them because they want to get to know you as well. Don't wait till you're in over your head to sign up. Rather, go early and share with them your interests and aspirations, as well as those areas where you might need some extra support. The heart of a liberal arts college is the dynamic relationship between faculty and students. So be responsible for your learning and take advantage of this opportunity for individualized engagement. Now, in addition to your academic achievements, your undergraduate years are a time of great personal growth and development as you take on adult responsibilities. Over the course of 4 years, in addition to all the exciting opportunities you will have, it is expected that you're going to hit some walls, discover your limits, make some mistakes, and be surprised by human frailty, your own and others. Learning to accept yourself, to grow through failure, to seek forgiveness when needed, and to understand more deeply that love often involves suffering for others is all part of the human journey. And how blessed you are to be students at Holy Cross, where we have extraordinarily chaplains and counselors and student life professionals, along with caring faculty, staff, and coaches who will walk with you and help you discern your way. Reach out to them. They are here to help you cope with the stresses of college, to gain perspective and hope, and to find peace as you make good decisions. One of the most important opportunities of your college years is to get to know and befriend classmates whose life experiences are vastly different from your own. Our campus community is comprised of individuals from various geographic, socioeconomic, racial, cultural, religious, and LGBTQIA+ communities. Take that critically important first step toward others in your years here and help the college become more intentionally inclusive. Do your part so that everyone feels that they belong on Mount St. James. We have lots of challenging conversations ahead this year about race and class and political differences, identity issues, human rights, and violence in America. If your experiences here make you increasingly aware of the needs of others, and you take time to listen to their different perspectives in order to understand the issues and their implications for your fellow students, these conversations will become increasingly productive. Further, we will help you develop skills to engage one another more effectively, so that together we can work to bring about shared purpose and unity with one another and in our country. What you learn from these conversations and shared experiences and skill development over the next 4 years will prepare you well for your professional and social life in the years ahead. And please, register to vote and inform yourselves on the issues in this election year. With classes now beginning, the College of the Holy Cross begins its 177th academic year. In our past, we have had some very difficult years during the Civil War, 2 world wars, the Great Depression in between, the Vietnam War, 9/11, and now a pandemic, new experiences of ongoing racial violence, and a global recession. And in each era, we as a community have suffered great losses, but we've also grown increasingly and more creatively committed to our Jesuit educational mission. And I have no doubt that this will happen in the years ahead, and I have complete confidence that with your intelligence, values, and unique gifts, you will assist us in finding light through this darkness, community beyond our divisions, and hope overcoming isolation and fear. All of us at the College of the Holy Cross welcome you today to join us in this important life-changing work that lies ahead. And we eagerly anticipate the day when we can all meet in person on our extraordinary Mount St. James. God bless you all.
Welcome, class of 2024. This is strange for all of us. Like many things in this wild chapter of our lives, my advice for you this afternoon has been reinvented. My speech, originally written in February and edited many times since, was something I was proud of and thought would be helpful to you. But that was February, and February seems farther away from me now than my own first year at Holy Cross. I think that what we all need is the here and the now. So I had to start again. This is hard for me. I'm a storyteller, and I don't have a story to tell you. As much as I'd love to regale you with wisdom I've earned in my past 3 years at Holy Cross, all of my examples seem to fall short. Like you, I'm in this moment too, and I don't have an apt parallel to draw. I could tell you about being sent home 3 months early from my junior year abroad program at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. I could tell you about how my internship with the Women's Sports Foundation I was so looking forward to was shifted from New York City to online. I could tell you about how I had to suddenly change the topic of my history honors thesis because I could no longer conduct on-site research in Scotland. So, while studying abroad, your dream Manhattan internship and an honors thesis may still be in your future, I see how distant they seem now. Even though this estrangement is temporary and this promise of community is on your horizon, I understand acutely how intangible it all may feel. I'm not going to stand up here and pretend like I know all of the answers, because I don't. And between you and me, class of 2024, I feel rather unprepared talking to you now. But here's something I do know. As of today, you are a member of the Holy Cross community. That is something that no circumstance, no tragedy, and no virus can take away from you. There's a spirit about this place, one that cannot be contained by the gates of this campus. Of that, I am absolutely certain. Even though it may feel like you're alone as you sit in your room and speak to a screen, there's a tether connecting us all. Tug at it, and you'll feel someone on the other end. So, as we struggle to navigate the tricky seas of your online first semester and my remote senior year, we struggle together. That's what makes this community. That's us. We celebrate together. Last year, we celebrated our football players bringing home their first Patriot League title in 10 years. That's us. Even more recently, as 1962 graduate Dr. Anthony Fauci has risen to national prominence as America's doctor, we've taken every opportunity to celebrate him and his service. That's us. And when tragedy strikes, like it did for our women's rowing team this past year, we suffer together. We support each other, even if it's hard. That's us too. And believe it or not, you are now a part of that us. Now, I pass it on to you. As you adopt this new collective identity as the Holy Cross class of 2024, I understand if the concept of an us or a we or of community may seem worlds away still. If you remember anything from my time with you today, let it be this message of hope. When a string of cancellations left many of our peers without summer research or internships, a call went out to alumni for funding and remote opportunities for Holy Cross students. Our alumni answered the call. When your class needed more opportunities to connect in this new virtual space, your class chaplain helped organize the Horizons 24 retreat in order to give your class the opportunity to connect with each other and with upperclassmen. Father Mac answered the call. When our own class of 2020 was left without a graduation celebration or commencement speaker, who but Dr. Fauci himself answered the call? And in early October, Dr. Fauci will be with us again. So, class of 2024, now it's your turn to answer the call. This call to be people for and with others, to meet others where they are and accompany them on their journeys, exists far beyond Mount St. James. The Holy Cross community is not just at one College Street. It's everywhere, from Massachusetts to California, from Alaska to Florida, from Zimbabwe to China. It's a community of people connected by a bond that is stronger than any residence hall or classroom or campus. I think it's easy to resign yourself to calling this a wasted semester. Let me be perfectly clear. It is only a wasted semester if you make it so. Class of 2024, I would like to take this opportunity to extend to you your formal invitation to engage with the Holy Cross community from wherever you are. We will meet you there. That's us. All you have to do is answer the call.
The Holy Cross mission statement commits the faculty, staff, and students who comprise our community to a shared commitment to excellence and mutual support. The mission statement is the foremost statement of what it means to be Holy Cross. As new members of the Holy Cross community, it is your turn, like students before you, to recite the pledge that will be displayed on your screen. It is your part of a covenant with the rest of the Holy Cross community.
Members of the class of 2024, please join me in reciting the class pledge with the words displayed on your screen. We commit ourselves to be learners to the fullest extent possible, to take intellectual and creative risks, to recognize that ambiguity and uncertainty are part of learning, to abide by the rules of academic honesty. We commit ourselves to strive to grow spiritually, to ask deeper questions about meaning and purpose, to be reflective about who we are and how much we have been given, and to work as women and men for others to improve the world. We commit ourselves to shape a community of respect at Holy Cross, to behave in ways that show respect for ourselves and all those we encounter, no matter what our differences, and to support and positively challenge one another in all that we do from this day forward.
Speaking for the faculty, staff, and administrators, we commit ourselves in turn to helping you fulfill this covenant. We promise to work diligently to assist you in finding, developing, and living up to your full potential. We cannot do this without your full cooperation and commitment, but you should know that we are committed to doing our share. Even though we all sometimes experience disappointment or loss in our lives, this does not need to define us or how we live. Building community is about working through hardships and adversity together. By treating each other with kindness and respect, by helping each other through adversity, by learning together both in and outside of our classes, by offering friendship to those who are in need of it, we can build a more just, caring, and inclusive community, not just at Holy Cross, but in our home cities and towns, states, countries, and in the world. In doing so, we can truly become women and men for and with others, working to improve the world. This is not a simple task, but class of 2024, I believe you are up to the challenge. And I look forward to working alongside you as we all endeavor to fulfill this covenant.
Class of 2024, as Dean Royden indicated, the Holy Cross faculty, staff, students, and administration are committed to helping you fulfill the covenant you have made today. And we are committed to helping you live up to the full potential that we see evident in you. As we end convocation, I encourage you to heed Elena's words and answer the call to connect with the Holy Cross community, to meet with dignity the challenges that stand before us today, and to embody what it means to attend this Jesuit Catholic college, our beloved Holy Cross. Finally, as you begin your education at Holy Cross, know that the faculty, staff, and your fellow students will be standing alongside you every step of the way. They too are watching this celebration in a spirit of welcome and community. And in May 2024, they will be cheering you in person to congratulate you at your commencement. Your time at Holy Cross has officially begun. May these 4 years be filled with joy, friendship, and growth.
Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one Draw